Hey do-it-yourselfers, did you just finish watching some Joe Schmo on YouTube showing you how you can fix a dirty or faded headlight, and now that you followed all the instructions to the letter, you realize that you have moisture or water actually inside of your headlight? Well, if that's the case, fear none, because fixing that most of the times is fairly easy. Alright, so first let's cover how you can get water or moisture inside of your headlight. So one way is that the seal that's between the front lens and the plastic housing right here fails, and if it's raining outside, water can get past that seal and get to the inside of your housing. And if you're like most people, this is what you're going to suspect when you see moisture and water inside of your headlight, that the seal has failed. And if it's raining outside, water is in the headlight, that's your problem, and you need a new headlight. However, if you don't have a lot of water inside your headlight and it's just moisture on the lens on the inside, then it's actually unlikely that the seal has failed and it's something else. Alright, something else that can fail, which is also a seal, is the seal that's around all the plastic housing that have your light bulbs attached to them. Now these are usually in the back of the housing of your headlight, and water has a harder time getting through these to get to the inside of your headlight. However, this can still happen. Now another common way is through condensation, and how that happens is basically when you get your headlights on, the air inside your headlights is heated by your headlight bulb. And in order for that hot air to escape, you're gonna need vents. And as you can see on the back of this headlight assembly, we got a few vents. We got one vent here, we got another one here, we got another one here for the signal side, and we got another one here on the bottom that has this rubber piece attached to it. And as you can see, this rubber piece is in there like this, and it's pointing away from the engine and it's pointing towards the front of the car. So basically you got these vents up top, which are the exhaust, allowing the hot air inside the headlight housing to rise and escape from the headlight housing, and then you got this one on the bottom allowing for air to enter the headlight housing. And they have this rubber piece pointing away from the engine because they prefer not to have the air that's circulating around the engine that could be potentially contaminated with, you know, dirt and grime that's usually around your engine, to enter the headlight housing and getting the inside of the lens dirty. When you get your headlights on, your car is running, that's heating up the air that's inside here, also heating the lens. When you turn off your car and turn off your headlights, the cool air gets inside your headlight, meets up with the warm air, and then it condenses on the lens. So then you might ask, why don't all headlights have condensation on the inside on the lens? Well, that's because they're not supposed to if all the vents are working properly, they're not blocked, and that the headlight was designed properly in the first place. What I'm trying to say is if these vents are working properly, or in other words, they aren't clogged up and allowing for enough circulation inside your headlight, the condensation shouldn't happen inside your headlight. After you turn off your car or your headlights, air should circulate enough where it doesn't actually condense and allow for moisture to be on your lens. Now on this headlight, again, they have this rubber tube pointing away from the engine, but on a lot of vehicles they have a sponge type filter that's on these vents that's supposed to clear out or keep dirt and grime from entering the inside of the headlight. And a lot of times that's exactly what gets clogged up or fouled up, not allowing for fresh air to get inside the headlight, and therefore not allowing for enough ventilation inside the headlight to help clear out the hot air that's inside the headlight quicker, therefore not allowing for condensation to happen inside your headlight. So if you have one of those headlights with those filters, what I would do if you're having condensation issues with your headlight is to remove all the filters if possible from all the vents, and that should allow for a lot more ventilation, and it should get rid of your condensation issue. Also, if you only have condensation inside your headlight when it rains, that could be due to a failed seal. However, that's not always the case, as there's simply a lot more moisture and humidity in the air when it's raining, therefore making it a lot easier for condensation to happen. Also, a lot of headlights simply come from the factory with poor ventilation and poor vent system. Therefore, they're a lot more prone to having condensation issues on the lens. Now, what you can do is simply make vents, and you do that by drilling into the back of the headlight assemblies. Now, you obviously want to be careful with this. You don't want to damage any of the bulbs, the sockets, any of the wiring and whatnot. Also, you might want to try this as a last resort type of deal before you go ahead and buy new headlights, especially if you have a German car. Those headlights are going to be quite expensive. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this video is going to help people save money and also help them from the headache of trying to diagnose this problem. And if you agree, do me a favor and share this video so we can spread the word, but also subscribe to my channel and also click on that bell notification so that you're notified of my new videos that will be coming out. If you want to help out even more, you can check out one of my other videos. You can either click on this one in this corner, the one below it, or any of my videos in the suggestion box. That will help as well. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.